Hello everyone, today we're going to see the last part of this chapter, neural control and coordination, and today in this video we'll complete the past year NEET questions. So let's begin with the first question, which was asked in the year 1993. Light rays entering the eye is controlled by dash. So what do you think will be the answer here? So here the answer is pupil. Pupil, if you know, it is the opening which controls the amount of light entering into our eye. When light intensity is really high, it decreases the size, and when the light intensity is low, it kind of expands. It dilates to allow more light in the eye to make the eye enabled to see the objects. Okay, therefore the right answer to this question is option A. And you have the parts of the eye. You have eyebrow, eyelashes, the pupil, the iris, eyeball, and the eyelid. The human eye, which is one of the important sensory organs that is present, which seems to do many of the functions, the vision, the ability to see things, which is important of all. Next question here. Iris is a part of dash. So before we go into the answer, let's discuss a few points about iris. So what is this iris basically? Iris of the eye. See, in humans and most mammals, birds, they all include that. It is a thin circular structure in the eye responsible for controlling the diameter and size of the pupil. Okay, diameter and the size of the pupil, and thus the amount of light reaching the retina. And iris, if you see, it is a part of sclerotic and choroid. That is, at the junction of the sclera and the cornea, the vascular coat sharply blends into the cavity of the eyeball to form a thin colored partition, and this partition is called as iris, which is option D, which is the right answer. Next question here. Eye lens is formed from dash. Very easy question. Eye lens is formed from ectoderm. Ectoderm forms the eye, conjunctiva, cornea, lens, retina, iris, ciliary muscles, while mesoderm forms the sclera and the choroid part of the eye. Therefore, the right answer is option A. Next question here. Afferent nerve fiber carries impulses from dash. So I think we already saw in the earlier parts about afferent. I think we did not see anything about the afferent part. Okay, the afferent nerve fiber. Afferent neurons are actually pseudo-unipolar neurons that have a single axon leaving the cell. Okay, the neurons that receive information from our sensory organs, especially skin, eye, they transport the input to the CNS, are called as afferent neurons. So what are these afferent nerve fibers or neurons? Neurons that receive information from our sensory organs. They have given examples like eye, skin. They transport the input to the CNS and are called as afferent neurons. Neurons that send impulses from the central nervous system to your limbs and organs are called as afferent neurons. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option B. Receptor to the central nervous is what is the activity of the afferent nerve fiber. Next question here. Sensitive pigmented layer of the eye is dash. I think this you should be able to answer. Yes, the answer is retina. Retina has two layers, an outer heavily pigmented layer and an inner neurosensory layer. The inner layer consists of rods and cones, bipolar nerve cells, and it has a large ganglionic nerve cell. So the pigmented layer of your eye is your retina, which is option B. And this is a clear image given below about the human eye. You have the cornea, pupil, lens, retina, macula, iris, and the optic nerve. Now coming to the next question here. Acute vision is present in dash. This is also an easy question which was already discussed, but we did not see in which organism this is present. So when we talk about acute vision, it is present in vulture, they say. Vulture and some other birds and man are said to have acute vision. So what do you mean by this acute vision? First we need to discuss that, right? What do you mean by acute vision? See, acute vision, so when I say acute vision, it's the loss of vision is usually considered acute if it develops within a few minutes to a couple of days. It may affect one or both eyes and all or part of a visual field. Patients with small visual field defects, they may be described their symptoms as blurred vision. And this acute vision change occurs when a patient has sudden onset of the disturbance in the field of vision. And there are many causes which causes serious illness. And this acute vision, if you see, it is present in vulture out of the 4 options given below, but sometimes is also seen in birds and some mammals as well. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option A. Okay, it's just a picture that shows the vulture there. So with this, we complete the part 5 of neural control and coordination. Hope to meet you in another new chapter with another set of questions and discussions to go on. Thank you for watching.